Roasted. Good morning.
Good morning. Guten Morgen.
Everybody still got your fingers?
I think blowing off your fingers is the biggest bitch move. Just saying.
Okay. I'm not going to disagree with that, but it seems very pointed attack at people who may have suffered consequences of celebration.
Yeah, you hear that, you disabled? Just from your own devices, though. The ones that choose this life, you earned it.
Well, hey, I mean, go out with a bang, as they say, right?
They do say that. I think it's referring to sexual intercourse, though.
Oh. Well, I mean, nothing more banging than a firework, huh?
It's true.
You can bang
That
a
should
firework.
that should be a song, right?
Nothing more banging than a firework?
Mommy, like a firework, want to bang you.
I saw
Something club.
Claus. Make a Christmas in July remix version of it.
Ooh.
I saw mommy banging fireworks.
No comment.
How did you burn your fingers? Obviously, you must have been holding something that you shouldn't have.
Oh, thank you, LaRose. Appreciate it.
Are you two buddies now?
Never were not buddies.
Just making sure. All right. We got 8 songs in the queue. Let's see what we have cooking for us today. LaRose says skip ahead to 1 minute 15 seconds, long lead in with nothing. Second verse isn't saying. Okay. We ready to rock and roll with some LaRose right off the bat? Uh-oh. Is this not loading? Hold on.
Hold on.
Hold on.
That song fucking rocks.
You like that song?
I love that song. I feel like a rap remix needs to be made.
You've been feeling a lot of songiness today.
You know, something about 8 a.m. in the morning just gets the songiness out of you.
Gross.
Good morning, Gray Baby. How are you today?
Where has Noir been? Probably doing FIFA shit. Or, I think I saw him say that he's been in a funk lately.
Kenny says, scared since I've been returned. Hell yeah.
Thank you, LaRose, because I was trying to look through the files and see why this one wasn't playing. All right, here is LaRose with Fade to Black with placeholder verse. So let me...
Wait, so there is a verse that's supposed to stay. It's just not before 1 minute 15 and not after.
There's a long lead in with nothing. And then the second verse is, I guess, not staying. So I don't know how long this is until I hit the play button. But I'm assuming it's at least 4 minutes.
Well, we'll say what we say, whatever it is.
All right, here we go.
I'm walking through a busy square, nobody taking note of me. Dancing in a crowded club, all by my lonely. Floating through the city now, feeling ghostly. Not asking for a whole lot, just want somebody to want me. Life is bull, somehow it's taunting me. That shit is funny, man, I'm at a door and it's locked on me. I look at all these happy people with a sense of longing. I wanna know what it's like to feel like I'm wanted. I'm ghosting through my life, but I'm the only one I'm haunting. Retreated into myself, emotionally absconded. Tired of being let down by the friendships I foster. Sinking slowly, my nose is underwater. Just let me drown this time, I could use that peace of mind. Lay me down to rest, mama, close my eyes, it's fine. I tried to toe the line, but I couldn't do it. Atlas trying to hold up the earth, I couldn't do it. I'm walking through a busy square, nobody taking note of me. Dancing in a crowded club, all by my lonely. Floating through the city now, feeling ghostly. Not asking for a whole lot, just want somebody to want me. This got me thinking, will my life just always be the same? I've been stuck in my head for far too many days, feeling like I wasted my whole damn life away. I find myself thinking shit like that a lot lately. I look deep inside and I kinda really hate me. Big dreams, little action. In the grand scheme of things, I've been a non-factor. Nobody here to talk to, so here I am, venting to this mic, hoping it will understand the shit I'm going through, the pains of this man. Constantly broke, can never stick to my plans. I get it though, yeah, I understand. Personality strong, I try to shut my mouth but can't. Push everyone away, cause I gotta have my say. I'll burn the bridge we're standing on if you rub me the wrong way. I'll cut off my nose to spite my own face. I don't know why I do this, it always goes the same. It always goes the same. It's a cold world, but I'm looking for the light. It's a cold world, no one for warmth at night. It's a cold world, I can't get nothing right. It's a cold world, it's really fucking cold. I'm fucking freezing out here.
We get it.
Someone give this man a coat.
Total loss, excel at my job, and then I get laid off. Start to fall in love, and then I have to break it off. What the fuck, man? Can I get a break, God? At night I tell myself I'm gonna quit smoking. Then I go and get a pack the very next morning. I'm my own Trojan, don't need enemies. I got myself, why can't I bring myself to give a fuck about my health? I used to be an optimist, I used to think people contemplating suicide had some weakness. I never would've guessed that I was gonna wind up in that exact same kind of mess. Panic attacks, pains in my chest. Will I end up homeless a month after this? Love life's broken down, I struggle to connect. Now I'm contemplating tying this noose around my neck. I'm walking through a busy square, nobody taking note of me. Dancing in a crowded club, all by my lonely. Floating through the city now, feeling ghostly. Not asking for a whole lot, just want somebody to want me. This got me thinking, will my life just always be the same? I've been stuck in my head for far too many days, feeling like I wasted my whole damn life away.
All right. That was Fade to Black by La Rose. 5-minute banger to start the show. The mix was probably your biggest enemy on this. Way too much reverb, and the vocals are kind of sat back in the beat. I'd say that's the biggest hurdle to get over first. Is I would want more clarity out of the vocals and a whole hell of a lot less reverb. The hook is okay. I feel like the hook needs somebody else who can like sustain the strength that it needs to execute the lyrics. I don't think that you did a bad job, but it's obvious that I think more of a somebody who can hit a key needs to execute that. The verses were touch and go. Like there are some moments where you were like flowing and I was like, oh, okay, he's really doing his thing there. And then there are other moments where it's like the wording just seemed off as far as the timing. It's like kind of like you're kind of like taking a square peg and putting it into a circular hole at times. Like I think sometimes you just need to write the syllables to match what the tempo is of the beat rather than writing absolutely what you want people to hear you say. So I think that structure wise you get off beat here and there because you're kind of like forcing the message out rather than letting the message flow with the beat.
Are you talking about the first verse or the second verse?
All of the verses. Or are
Yeah.
you talking to him?
Well, I was talking to you because remember the second verse is just a different verse from a different song.
The second verse actually had less issues than the rest of the verses, I think. The second verse, I think, felt smoother overall, but the other verses, they kind of just felt like, I don't know. It felt like at times the flow was just kind of forced out there rather than it kind of like going with the beat. I like the message overall. I like the song overall. I just think there's, I mean, as you said, it's a work in progress. The second verse isn't even going to stay. You were working up until we started the show, literally. So, you know, I feel like there's potential here. I don't feel like it's quite there yet. I would give this a 6.
Yeah, it reminds me of like maybe beat wise, vibe wise, reminds me of like old Kanye or like old Kid Cudi. I like where you're going with it, and I just agree with Dice. I think it's just a little rough right now. For me, definitely the second verse, it was like, all right, this doesn't belong here, right? Like just the syllable counts, just all of the words, like you did your best to fit it within the parameters of the beat, but this is why we tell people like write to the beat, you know what I mean? And it was worth a shot, but yeah, I don't think it fits. It's getting cut out of here anyways, so we don't need to spend a ton of time on it. I thought the first verse did work though. I didn't remember any specific issues timing wise or otherwise with the first verse. And I thought it fit the subject matter pretty well. My one thing that did stand out to me writing wise in the first verse, it was some part about Atlas holding it up, and you rhymed like hold it up with hold it up. And I was like, no.
Bars.
Yeah, you rhymed the same thing twice in a row, kind of for no reason, which felt lazy to me. The hook, I did like imperfections and all, like the first half of it. The first half was great.
First half, yeah.
The second half was off. Yeah, the second half was off both keys, like off key, timing wise. Like I would just say the second half of the hook needs re-recording. First half is good. And then of course the mix issues that Dice was mentioning, I think kind of throughout it. The vocals are placed too far back in the mix, and like, yeah, it just needs some more presence and some more tuning. So overall good start. I'm gonna give this a 7.
Get Ray Stantz to sing the second half of that hook. No agreements? Okay. All right. What up, System
Go
5?
to Home Depot.
Oh, well, speak of the devil, Noir has just skipped ahead to the front. So
Skip. I think he was just waiting until it was about to be Kenny's turn. He's like, fuck that.
we're back to the Noir versus Kenny wars here.
I love it. Now Kenny needs to skip ahead of.
So Ray, I don't know if you want to just hang out in the Home Depot parking lot a little bit longer, but here's Noir with Yo Fake Chain.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
That was Noir with Yo Chain Fake. I like that. I like the bass, the kicks, the 808s. I like the it's like a counterbalance of hard hitting percussion but like soft melodic melody. I like the contrast there. And I like what you did with the change up. It was enough to give it some variety without being a drastic deviation from what you establish as the core loop. I like this a lot. I would give this one without much criticism, good mix as usual. I'll give it a 9.
I don't know what to say to this.
Say what you feel. That's what we're here for.
I guess that's what I do. It was an interesting mix, right? Like it was an interesting mix of like, I love the drums. There was like a farty bass in the background that like kind of was just going throughout. I am curious what it would sound like, you know, in a car thumping in the whip. And then you have those like 80s buddy cop synth keys kind of going. Yeah. Did you ever watch In the Heat of the Night on TBS?
I would always turn it off after the intro came on because I was like, this is for old people. Why?
Even as it was going live, I could tell it was for old people too.
Yeah.
But that's the reference I always want to make when I hear those keys. I'm like, In the Heat of the Night keys.
Old people keys. Gotcha.
Yeah. I don't know. It was well put together. I think I just didn't like it subjectively in general. I don't know what else to say. I'm at like a objective 8.
Noir says Femi will hop on it soon. It'll come together. You guys will eat your words.
You know what? It seems like that's happened before where I'm like, I don't get it. Who the fuck? How the fuck? What? And then he comes in and makes it all make sense.
This Stuffy? Is this what you're talking about? It's right there. Just didn't angle my camera the same. All right. 9 and 8 for Noir. Next up, let's see if Kenny can top that with Host Spirit.
By the way, top that from Teen Witch is one of the best bad movie scenes of all time. I feel like maybe after Kenny, we have to play it.
I don't quite know the reference, but I will nod in appreciation of your harken back.
Don't worry, I'll find it for you.
Pulls up 3-pointer.
Later, Ray.
How will you steal it, girl?
think we got it. We got it. That's Host Spirit by Kenny. Man, I like that for similar reasons that I like Noirs. I always love Kenny's drums. I like how when Kenny does his production, like there's little sonic elements that kind of add variety to it, but it keeps it fresh without feeling like he's trying to completely change the structure of the beat, especially in the momentum shift towards the middle there. Like it just adds more content just from a production standpoint, and everything's well balanced, well mixed on this. I wish I was a singer. Wish I was like Nick Bonin, so I could just sing all the fucking time. But you know, not every one of us were blessed with the vocal cords like him or Coulter. I'll give it a 9.5.
I know. I'm like, well, just out of principle, I can't give it a 10 because he said I was going to. But shenanigans aside, yeah, this beat's great. I mean, the drums are amazing. I love the sample. I think exactly like you said, like, you know, sometimes we get these beats and we're like, all right, you know, we need some more variety. We need to switch up. And I think that a lot of producers don't really understand what that means. They a lot of times will just completely change the beat. It's like, oh, there's 3 beats in here. Yeah. And it's like, no, you just need to change one of the elements ever so slightly, do a different progression or different, you know, whatever. There's a million ways to do it. I think Kenny and Noir both have the ability consistently to keep the beat fresh throughout. And so I like what he did, the little small changes on the sample. Great beat. I'm at a 9.5 too.
9.5, all right.
Yeah. You're not getting a 10 from me, motherfucker.
Sure. You're getting the gold star. I think that deserves a star. What is this that you have?
Oh, so this is a famous bad movie. For those who don't know me, I love bad movie nights. My crew come over and we all like watch really shitty old movies and make fun of them. It's a great old time, just cracking beers, pointing at the TV and shouting, you know, obscenities. This is a movie from, I think, like the early 90s about this teenager that like learns she's a witch. And this scene is like the most hip hop shit you'll ever see. So there, that's the intro.
All right.
Dice rolls his eyes.
Look, I'm just here, man.
Brad just waved at you. You know, I wish you saw more in me than just brains, though, you know? Give him time. Men are like another species. They're really hard to get through to. Like, take Rhett, for example. Rhett? Capoletti? You like Rhett, Molly. You think he's weird, don't you? Well, I mean, he's not exactly my type, but yeah, I guess he's cute. Yeah, and he's really nice, and he's really funny. I heard him in class once, and he has the cutest walk. Yeah, I guess I could.
When does this get
the cutest walk?
I'm king, and they know it. When I snap my fingers, everybody says sure. I'm hot, and you're not. But if you want to hang with me, I'll give it one shot. Top that.
Okay? No, I'm not in the mood. Oh my God.
You can dream until you blue, but you will never top that.
Let's go back the other way. No, just go up and talk to him. Are you kidding? I'm so embarrassed. Look at how funky he is.
Look how funky.
I will never be hip.
I'm hot, and you're not. But if you want to hang with me, I'll give it one shot. Top that. Top that. You can do all that
Do
you
a
can,
spell.
but you never top that. Top that. So top that.
Got the eye of the tiger.
disconnected, not respected. Who would ever really wanna go and top that? Such a waste of pretty face, but hanging in your nose space. I wish that you would take a look and really stop that. Top that. Well, stop that. I don't really give a about trying to top that. Top that. Stop that. I wish you finally take a real look and really stop that.
All right, you get it. Bars. I mean, she just got a spell cast so she could bar the fuck out of that kid.
Out of all the spells she could have cast in the world, that was the worst one.
Don't you love how it's like, oh, I'm so nervous. Those guys are so hip, as they're like being the cringiest cringe that has ever cringed. And then she goes up with like kind of a mid verse, like not even mid.
I agree with Kenny. That's probably one of the top 5 most Caucasian things I've ever witnessed in my life. And I hereby declare any movie that's made before 1995 with primarily Caucasians probably should be banned.
Mm-hmm.
Especially hip-hop related movies.
I just love white people's idea of what hip-hop was before 1995.
I don't. Next up, Monopag, Correndo no Tempo, future mixtape song.
Sei que quando tô passando, tô te incomodando. Várias pessoas me olhando, mas só você se incomodou. Achou que eu me botaria para me zoar, você acertou. Somente não me importei do jeito que você imaginou. Não olha pra mim, quer atenção, então olha pra mim. Pode até parecer loucura, mas o que me mata é o que me cura. Então me matem com esses olhares, porque eu sei que tanto me julgam. Mas é engraçado que seu julgamento nunca me botou no quanto momento. Mas o dia passou, você nem imaginou. Sai da minha mente, sei que é diferente. Sei que trabalho dobrou, a produção quadriplicou. Então trabalho exestou, mas o lugar é o primeiro. Sabe quantos que amam money, bitch? Não vou nem falar. Sabe quantos que me vejam, bitch? Não vou nem falar. Sei que pode parecer clichê essas frases, mas a minha vida realmente é essa. E dos rap que falsifica o próprio estilo, eu nem espero conversa. Correndo do tempo, finjo que nem tô te vendo. Será que dá tempo? Correndo do tempo, finjo que nem tô te vendo. Será que dá tempo? Quando tudo se vai e você não quer mais, então só satisfaz tudo que satisfaz. Eu tenho vários problemas que podem te matar. Eu tenho vários dilemas que podem lhe causar. Seja deprê, ansiedade, o que é que há? E mesmo com tudo simplesmente nem me afetar. Essa pessoa já não me afeta mais. O simples black já não me afeta mais. O cara lá que já não me afeta mais. O ruim muitas vezes é nós, tem fãs. Eu decido a presença, embora despreze sua existência. E mesmo tu odiando a minha, não sei por que da tua delinquência ou da tua persistência de querer se manter ao meu lado. Basicamente não lhe afetaria, simplesmente me deixa de lado. Tenho hip como pai, tenho hop como pai, tenho rock como pai. O pop até é muito mais, experimento demais. Eu me expresso demais, mostrando os meus ideais. Não vou falhar jamais. Correndo do tempo, finjo que nem tô te vendo. Será que dá tempo? Correndo do tempo, finjo que nem tô te vendo. Será que dá tempo?
What's good, brother? Back on time.
Quando tudo se vai e você não quer mais, então só satisfaz tudo que satisfaz.
That was Correndo no Tempo by Monopag. What up, P Cash? I was just talking about you last week because I heard somebody who sounded like you. What'd you think of that, D-Bird?
Look, the entire thing sounds like it got ripped off of LimeWire in 2001. Like the quality of the bit rate is wild. And maybe you did take this beat off of YouTube, but it's not supposed to sound like it. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's something about the quality of just the file that's throwing me off here. I know we've had comments on the quality before, but I think it's more than just like, oh, the equipment he's recording with is XYZ. I think this is like, you know, a ripped instrumental. In general, I liked the energy. I liked the flow. I liked the chorus. I think like it sounds good. Aside from the quality, the big piece I wish was a little different was just the tempo. You know what I mean? Like, and
Correndo no tempo.
Correndo no tempo. No sé. Como se dice. I just like, I hear what it could sound like if it was just not constantly like at 250 BPM. You know what I mean? It's like, it's fine for what it is. I just wish it was different. You want it to be one way, it's the other way, as Marlo would say. It's a good song. These are small wishes of mine. Better quality, slow the tempo down. 7.5.
I'm not sure that this was in another self-produced beat. The quality, sure, it could be better. I think my biggest issue is the hook. Like the hook just feels kind of, he does great hooks vocally, but like the beat switch
Music
with what he was doing, it just felt like different from what the verses were going for. I love his energy. He has a lot of great energy in his songs. He has very emotional, impactful delivery. Just the cohesiveness of this song, verses and hook, don't seem to blend as well with this particular track as some of his other ones. And then, yeah, as far as the quality, I just kind of heard like this staticky popping every now and then, which I'm not sure if he was trying to add some, you know, some texture to it and maybe just overdid it or what. But yeah, vocally, the quality wasn't bad. I think it's just the quality of the beat that was probably driving that. Again, he's a unique, clever, crafty, creative artist, and with that comes home runs and then base hits. I think this was a base hit, not a home run. More of a first base hit than a, you know, second, third base hit for me. It just kind of felt it felt like one of those like little passion projects that I'm not going to get, also because there's a language barrier. So content wise, I'm not sure if there's something there from that I'm missing just because of my Americanism. I'll give it a 6.5. What up, John? Thanks for joining. Next up, Pike by Shadows. Something a little more, I think the industrial is the right word. Okay. Kind of want mixing feedback mostly. Got it.
But you're going to get it all. Because I don't, you know, get to ask what gets submitted to me, but I just say whatever I think.
Well, tell us what you think about this.
Ryan.
What'd you think, Bert? It was Pike, but Shadows.
Pike. Yeah, I see what you mean. Like, it's the mix. Yeah, I mean, I don't think any of the individual elements are bad necessarily. In fact, I think it's like a good skeleton, a good blueprint, bare bones. The issue is everything feels flat, right? Like everything feels the same kind of volume wise, and everything feels just like there's no attack, there's no dynamicism, if you will, where it's like, you know, some louder parts or some softer parts. It's all just kind of like flatlining across there. And I think one of the biggest, you know, parts to that is the backing strings. Da-na-na, da-na-na. It's just like so far in the background that it's kind of not interesting. You know what I mean? So I think that like bringing some of those to the foreground, making the attack hit harder, like da-na-na, da-da-da, you know, like just having some excitement in it. Because right now it just feels like it got ran through the filter, and then all of the layers are just like sitting at 0-0 with like, you know, their heads cut off. If I was to comment on anything outside of the mix, I'd say maybe the progression of the strings is a little basic, but who am I? That's not for me to say, because it's only the mix feedback you want. 6.5.
I agree about the dynamicism. I think my feedback in that realm would be tweaking your sound engineering on some of those stab sounds that you know, kind of interject here and there. You know, maybe add a delay to it, maybe add some reverb, maybe pitch, you know, one note down, one note up. I think, you know, what Bird said about everything sounding flat, my interpretation of that is that, you know, you took the sounds as you had them in your sound bank and you didn't do much tweaking to them, and, you know, maybe elevating them with different textures, different effects would create a little bit more pop and variety rather than just having you know, the same patterns over and over again. I had no issue with the beat overall. I think the arrangement is good. I think that it's in a good spot. I think that if you just wanted to make it pop a little bit more, you got to tweak the sounds that you use a little bit more, push them to the limit, you know, get creative. I would give this a 7. I think it's fair overall. I think, you know, I've heard worse, I would say. I've heard far worse. I should say that. So,
I mean, yeah, that's what we do. We hear all sorts of stuff.
Next up, Mirror Mirror by Trev featuring X-Rater. A little bit of northern collaboration there. All right, let's see what happens.
Were they beefing at one point?
Who
I
wasn't?
don't know.
Who wasn't?
Everyone beefs with everyone here. Who knows?
Who hasn't beefed, right?
Yeah, that's true.
You're up next, Hero. Calm down.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who the baddest of them all? Fuck all they catalogs, stack them up and I'ma watch them fall. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who the baddest of them all? Fuck all they catalogs, stack them up and I'ma watch them fall. Bitch bow to me like namaste, fucking novice dead, you can't spar with Trev. You ain't cross the best, I'm positive, you a novice, Ev. Release the dead and roll deep for the bag, bitch, we the best. If teeth in the crash, put the beef in the pack, you ain't singing Trev. Need a leash and a leave, fucking priest to prep. Put a leash and a leave to relieve the head. From motherfucker hour, put the beast to bed. Fuck they gonna say now, don't make a sound. down. If anybody moved to getting laid down, that bubblegum rap played out. They got a fake crown and they place now. And I body bag like all that shit. I'm John Gotti with them hits. Got mob ties in this bitch. You the fall guy in your clique. Your bitch eyeballing my dick. She cockeyed in this bitch. In the bag, passed it by the bad tractor. Son of Sasquatch in my sticks. And you get hog tied and that's it. And I could start a rise and I could body grind and make it hard to find them. I'm an awesome. Got the spark tonight and bonfire rising. Got the beef out on that pack. And if I called your name, then we speaking in facts. And I could reach deep in this bag, 6 feet now. Leap into that sack. You weak, we elite, bitch. When we rap, what's that? Grim read now, preach, seek you a pastor, man. This evil that I pack, no church steeple will be able to save you from this wrath. I'm crack, I'm bad, Mike Jackman. These acrobatics to action pack, man. Half this cast, fuck a rapper's ass, no cap for that. This bass all crafted, I master that. This is a masterclass, no bachelor's, Brad's a doctorate that I gotta spit. I'm godly with it, I'm a godly sick. I lop a arm off you Dahmer shit. Too apocalyptic with the constant diss. Content hits, what your bitch is too incompetent. I stomp you men, control the flow like it's continents. I'm the best motherfucker on the continent. I body bag on my ops like this, and I haven't had a fucking problem since. Rotten piss, bitch, you not like this. I cock the pin back, get off my dick. You a novice, bitch. Hockaloogie, I'ma talk my shit. Mirror, mirror, there's no boss like this. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who the baddest of them all? Fuck all their catalogs, stack them up and I'ma watch them fall.
Mirror, mirror, out the frame. Who's the truth? Reflect your pain. Digest regrets, invest in gains. The best, no guess, cause X the name. Fucking lames, step it up. The beast is back, I've slept enough. I awoke to the blunt smoke. Dog got pounds, no gas corrupt. Spar one round, your ass is cooked. Bump my sound, the mass is shook. Got higher educated, graduated. With no classes took, but still good with that mash it. Look, wanna use a quarter me. Do a 64, go past the hook. With a 16, I'm bored of sleep. Fuck what you heard, ain't born a sheep. Been brainwashed by the shepherds. Mirrors just lies you tell yourself. Can change the spot on lepers. Or move weather, choose your fate. So you better move through hate. And if you choose to move in me, then you choose and losing face. No, I don't mean losing grace. I mean lose your fucking face. See, all my beef is physical. Tucking food up on that plate. Yeah, my mate be paraplegic, how he always rolling up. And my bro, we call him Caulfield, cause he always holding. Only ever busting nuts. I'm a catcher in the eye, in the cut, past the guts. I'm a stretcher, move aside. Suicide is when you threaten me. A pen and pad, my weaponry. But that don't mean that I won't snap and make you nap with antifreeze. You ain't cold, you antifreeze. So moving snow's a fantasy. No hands, so how you handle D? You just a prick, no BDE. With just a click, you cease to breathe. Think you slick, my slime will see. You're dying, so's your dynasty. You try me, then you'll die on teeth. You're fine if you don't mind defeat. Cause crime is just my kind of spree. So peer into the mirror. How you fear when you're too blind to see. Reflect. You're just a speck, a finite tiny piece. Keep lying about the grinding, but keep quiet, bitch, I'm trying to sleep. My only kind of grind is not my time. It's when I grind a leaf. Or if I find a dime to arch your spine, you find a grind on me. Peace. Nah, fuck it, guess I'm back again. See, once I catch that lightning, I keep writing till I crack the pen. They let you in, that's a sin. In a box you package in. You crashing out, I'm cashing in. Not lashing out, just passionate. We'll bash the mouth of pacifists who cast in doubt and laugh at this. Go Marshawn Lynch, run back to fence. Got small punch red, bath a bitch. Drown them with my sound, or just drown them in a mass of piss. Shit stay everclear, don't trust your mirror. The glass is split. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who the baddest of them all? Fuck all their catalogs, stack them up and I'ma watch them fall.
Okay, that was Mirror Mirror by Trev featuring X-Raider. Look, first things first, the mix on the vocals, way too present. You guys are like spitting literal wet spit drops in my ear.
In my ears.
The vocals are just way too present on both of y'all. That said, I think that here's my thought. I think you can do two things with this track to make it feel better. You guys did a good job. You did a solid job as usual. I love Trev's music. X-Raider's a solid artist. I think that fatigue sets in on the length of these verses, right? There's either two things that I feel like you can do. Either half both of your verses and give me that hook more so that I can actually like enjoy the hook, or I think you need to divvy up your verses and then alternate them so that it's Trev, X-Raider, Trev, X-Raider. If you're going to leave it like that long verse and then the hook in the middle, I think you guys need to alternate so that it doesn't feel like, you know, Trev's rapping at 200 miles per hour and X-Raider's rapping at, 100, 150. And B, it breaks up, that that just feeling of this verse is going on forever and ever, right? I don't have a problem with the length of the song necessarily. It just feels like it's too much rap, which is weird to say, but I feel like the arrangement leads to like listening fatigue from a listener standpoint. So I think either, you know, cut down the verses a bit and give me more hook, or alternate parts of the verses so that, you know, it gets that really back and forth momentum that I think you guys are trying to go for, or at least it feels like would make this better. Where it's at right now, I'll give it a 7, mostly just because of the mix. I feel like the arrangement stuff and the mix combined is just making me like not appreciate it as much as I probably could. So I'll give it a 7.
I mean, you nailed the 2 parts I was gonna hit on. Like, way too present. Definitely push those vocals back so your tongue isn't in my ear. Uncomfortable, but great technical skills. You know, in fact, like the first, you know, 2 minutes of Trev, I was like, holy shit, this might be my favorite Trev song, you know, if this mix gets cleaned up a bit. But I couldn't agree more. I think that like it gets to be too long of stretches of rapping, and that's a great suggestion for how to break it up. Definitely have the verses. In fact, I would even, you know, do a 16 hook, X-Raiders 16 hook, and then 8 each, right? Like whether you take it from before, but like just one last verse, that's fucking it. Stop trying to rap too much. That's the big takeaway. Stop trying to rap too much.
The LaRose influence on the community is heavy.
No shit. But yeah, I think this is a good collab. I think this is a good pairing. Just gotta make it more digestible. I will give a shout out to Trev for his cockeyed bar, or eyes on my cockeyed. Yeah. I'm gonna give it an 8.
Okay. All right. Next up, DJ Tongue Hero.
Fuck that rap more, he says. Yeah.
DJ Tongue Hero seems a little bit bitter, but he stayed up all night because he loves the game.
I do love the preview of this YouTube says "Hoes to Blame," which that should be the title.
Hoes to Blame, a
Hoes
jazz
to
song.
Blame.
Let's see what Tongue Hero cooked up all night.
Cooking. Golden egg.
Comes and goes like you. Comes and goes like you. Oh, it's strange. Think of the things you do. Oh, it's strange. You're mine again. You changed. Tell me what my eyes see, looking all enticing. Oh, it changed. Can't tell me it's nothing. Don't tell me it's something. Who's to blame? Listen to what you say. Who's to blame? Give me a chance of holding on. Who's to blame?
for me it's over. Promise I'll get sober. Oh, think of the things we do. Who's to blame? Give me a chance, I'm holding on. Who's to blame? Come to those like you. Come to those like you. Who's to blame? You're mine again. Who's to blame? Come to those like you. Come to those like you. Who's to blame? You're mine.
The Oxford.
Who's to blame? Come to those like you. Come to those like you. Who's to blame? You're mine, yeah. Who's to blame?
The little self promo cat in the corner.
Gotta have it.
I'm struggling with this one. I'm struggling.
Dice.
I'm struggling with the visual and the song working together. I think I get the concept. All right, let me focus on the song. I think that the song itself it's decently put together. I think the vocals could be a little bit more present in front of it. But I think overall you did a good job consistently with your singing on this one. I didn't hear you struggling necessarily to hit any notes. Alka died. There's a link here. If you go to this link that I'm about to pin, the queue is on our website, not the Discord server. We moved it off of the Discord server. Hold on one second. DJ Tongue Hero. So the link that's pinned in the Twitch chat, that's where you submit the song. All right. Yeah, the visual, I think I get it. It just doesn't have the same quite connect as the usual song in videos that he does. So it feels a little bit more abstract in that nature. I'm not saying it's like egregiously bad or anything. I'm just trying to connect the dots. I feel like the video is more of a distraction from paying attention to the song, or vice versa. Like I'm watching the video more than I'm listening to the song more than I'm paying attention to the other. I don't feel like they're necessarily quite boosting each other equally, if that makes sense. I don't know. This one's kind of throwing me off kilter. I think it's well made. It's just a very it shows DJ Tongue Hero has a lot of variety. I'll say that, and I'm not mad at it. It's just this would be like a second or third listen to really kind of digest what's going on here. I like the deep concept of it. I will give this a 7.5. Just on first listen. Probably give it higher on second listen, but just first listen, I have to absorb everything that's being thrown at me visually and vocally.
I got the concept right away because I'm a big brain boy. I knew exactly what you're going for, Mr. Tongue Hero. I like the concept and I like the video. So how about that? It doesn't, not everyone can get these advanced concepts that we get, right? I digress. There was something. It's annoying because like sometimes when a video is playing, especially on YouTube, like if you interject, you say something, it cuts the music off. So I held my tongue at the exact time, but like somewhere in the first verse, you say, "Don't tell me that it's nothing," and then the words say, "Don't tell me it's not thing." There was like a space in between, so fix that shit. Embarrassing. My biggest issue with this is the mix, the singing, right? I think that like just as a piece, I love the video, but like the song doesn't hold up its end of the bargain. And what I would say is I think Melodyne, maybe a little bit of tune, like it just needs some engineering, right? I think it's a good idea, a good, melodies put to it. It's just the execution isn't quite there. And I don't think that either the presence is where it needs to be for the vocals, the confidence for like having the vocals being so present, and then the overall polish of, here's the finished song, here's me hitting the notes on key loudly. I don't think it was quite there. So I'm at a 7 for this.
Who's to blame?
Definitely a fucking wheelbarrow. It was that goddamn wheelbarrow who fucked it all up.
Some of the wheels didn't quite render, and I'm not holding that against Tongue here. I mean, you're tooling with AI, but some of the wheels weren't rendering correctly. Like there was that one car towards the end where it was upside down. It's like, well, I'm just gonna replace this wheel while we're zooming in.
There were parts of the AI video that like I noticed as well, like the spear that was like in the ground, but like also resting on its tip rather than being inside of the ground.
Yeah, then there was one wheelbarrow in the beginning where it's like it shows the background, the wheel, but like a quarter of the wheel was missing. So it's like, well, how is this wheel rotating without a quarter of it there? I don't know.
Oh, that's funny.
I feel like 7.5. I'll leave it at that.
Hey, artist from Dallas. That's your neck of the woods, Dice.
I'm an hour away from Dallas. I guess it's my neck.
close
I'm in the Metroplex. All right.
I'm hours away from Dallas, flying. So there you go.
What up, Jay? Too good. Next up. Now, do I just say this is UN by Mikhail or is it Un?
Un. I'm guessing it's either a tribute to the UN or a tribute to Kim Jong-un. One of the two.
Jay, too good. There is a link posted at the top of the Twitch chat. If you go there and sign in with your Discord account, you can then submit a song to the queue and it will be filed in the order and we will play it after these. I think we have 3 left.
After these messages.
Here is Un, an upgrade redo of a previous beat. Okay, some tweaks. Yeah, we got it.
Hey, it's the old Dallas crew. Let's go. Dallas meetup.
We already met in Austin.
Where's the chicken place that I loved? Is it Roscoe's?
There's not a Roscoe's here.
Okay. What was the place that we met? I was like, oh, this is the best.
Hold on. Raising Cane's.
Raising Cane's, yes. Raising Cane's meetup.
You love it so much, but you can never remember the name of it.
What am I, a fucking rememberer? No.
You'll tell me about all the great food spots in Portland, but then you'll be like, oh, wait, that one place in Dallas. Don't remember it, but it was good. You In by Mikhail. I don't quite remember the original version of this that you sent to us. So I'm going to just clean slate tell you what I feel about this. I feel like the tones are just off. They don't really... It's hard to say that they're off key because it just feels like it has no type of blend with everything else that you're doing. The kicks are way too loud first and foremost. Like the kicks are... I like my kicks loud, but like in comparison to everything else sound-wise that you have going on, they're just too loud. And the tones that you use just go nowhere. I think that's the word or phrase that I would say for this is like the tones aren't going anywhere. They don't close the loop. They don't have a loop. They just doon doon, and it makes it sound off key, but there's no key to even like compare it to. So I think that the sound choice here is going in a poor direction. I think you need to rethink the melody choice and then rebuild the melodies around the drums, because I think the melodies are the least favorable part of this overall. And give more variety to the drums. Add some hi-hats. Do more with the percussion so that it just doesn't feel like a stale loop over and over again, because then it just gets repetitive. Where it's at right now, I got to give this a 3.
Yeah, I'll just double down on all of that. Also saying, I don't remember what we said the first time, if it was submitted to us, but fresh slate look, it didn't seem like the melodies matched the sample at the heart of it. It sounded tonally off. I think I really like the sample. I liked the drums, but I agree with Dice that like having some variety in them can definitely make them more interesting. There was a part where I heard like this background, I don't know, clockmakers, fucking DJ Tongue Hero train, like chugga, 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 like whatever that deep chugga chugga with the clock striking. It makes no fucking sense. Regardless, there was a piece where I was like, oh, if you just like did this more on top of the drum pattern that you have, I think having a steady like I think it could add a lot to the drums. The strings are off. The strings, fuck. Get them the fuck out of here. Just literally like throw those over the fence and never think about those again. That was just painful how discordant they sounded with everything else going on. Redo the strings. I'll still give it a 4.
All right. Next up, Old Head, Brothers and Sisters.
Who's the oldest head?
Gonna close the queue because we've been here for an hour, so we got 4 more songs. Let's see what Old Head has.
Cam Piper got something to say about it.
Hold on, then I'll open it back up. Open it up.
Let's reopen it for Cam Piper. Right. Speak now or forever hold your peace. like the ones that have like their name and music, because you know they're like SoundCloud level. The tones in the sample match the fucking perfect. This is what you do.
Funny how that works.
What do you think this song is about? I was gonna make you say it. I've already hit my quota for incest jokes. Chelsea told me. He's like, you gotta stop saying that.
One more, huh?
Put it in the tab. Put it in my queue.
The incest tab.
The incest tab.
All right, this was Brothers and Sisters by Old Head. Nice little. I'll say this. I think overall it's a good beat. I think I love the use of the sample in the verse sections. From an artist standpoint, I would wonder how you would approach, brothers and sisters, as a song concept, right? Like I could see it, talking about family and whatnot, but I think that's the only like downside of this that I see is taking that hook and making it work for a concept, because it narrows the focus down to something really specific. Because like we were kind of joking there at the end, it's either incest or it has to be family related, not incest.
There's only one song to make from this beat. It is incest.
So I think that's my only pause from an artist's vision is like, okay, now I have to make that hook work rather than it just being something a little bit more broader topic wise. But I love the use of it during how you chopped it up during the verse. I thought that was great. Overall, I'll give it it does feel a little old, but I mean, he's old head. I'll give it an 8.5.
Yeah. I mean, I said it while it was going, but like, I thought it was a really good job of like matching the tones to the sample, having it all make sense blended together. Easier said than done, right? I like the sample, but I agree with Dice. I think, it is one of those things that's just so present, and you kind of take the beat out a little bit to be like, here's this shining example of like what the song is, brothers and sisters, before like the beat comes back in. But like, okay, why do we have to talk about brothers and sisters? Like holding hands all across America. Who gives a fuck? I want to talk about banging broads, right? There's only one type of song to make, and that's clubbing, So can't make a club track to that. Out 0.
What just happened?
Just kidding. No, this is a good beat. I like it. Even though the subject matter might be narrowed down to incest, I still will give this a 9.
All right, that's fair.
Solid incest beat.
We don't want to make that a thing.
Didn't we already make that a thing? Somebody consistently submitted incest core beats.
Yeah, we had a fondle core thing, and then lo and behold, that person turned out to be an actual creep. He's just jumping in all the women's DMs, and we had to ban him.
We're gonna have to talk about that afterwards because I forgot who that was exactly.
The guy Gator in his name. I don't know. Something Gator. He's from Europe or something. I don't know. Anyway, 4 more in the queue. Cam Piper got in there in time, so we got Jack Daniels by Billy, Battle Scars, and then Pompeii by Two Wells, and then Stardom FX by Cam Piper close out the show, unless we get some random tips, which is still open and available. So Here's Jack Daniels by Billy Tagua.
Okay, time to grab my guitar. In 1, 2, 3, go. After work, it's night time. Outside 7-Eleven, cheap lights in her eyes. Cans of Jack Daniels, chips on the side. Laughing with my friends, but I'm dead inside. Damn it, I miss you. Laughing yourself, but I still feel you. Check it again, I miss you. Yeah, I'm getting over you. I remember the mall, how you lit up the place. Met your family, felt like I had no place. Then life moved fast, we fell out of line. Now I'm playing memories on rewind. I replay every life, every touch, every word. Wish I could go back, but I know it's absurd. These nights feel empty, this buzz doesn't heal. All that's left of us, the way that I feel. Damn it, I miss you. Laughing yourself, but it's still for you. Check it again on me and you. Yeah, I'm getting over you. Damn it, I miss you. Laughing yourself, but it's still for you. Check it again on me and you. Yeah, I'm getting over you. Does anybody here want a drink?
All right, that was
I
Jack
do.
Daniels by Billy. What do you think of that, Bird?
It's drove me to drinking. Yeah. I'm pouring up a shot right now, brother.
Is it Jack Daniels? I think that would be the most fitting.
It's Sinfire, actually. Look, I thought the intro and the outro felt a little awkward. I thought the guitar in general sounded a little out of key, like out of tune. And just like as you're kind of playing that guitar, it's like, you know when you give a kid their first guitar, right? And it's just like there's no real thought put towards like progressions or chords or anything. You're just like, I'm just gonna slam on these keys and it sounds kind of airy, it sounds kind of like whatever, like I'm just hitting all the keys and then just you're practicing strumming. Kind of felt like that, of like you just picked up a guitar, this is your first day at a Guitar Center and you're just like, I don't know, let's fuck around. I've seen this on TV. And that's fine. I don't know how to play guitar. Not saying you don't necessarily, but that's just the impression I got. I would say that like the vocals it was one layer of like way too present singing, which needed to be blended better with the beat. I'd suggest some, maybe some auto-tune or some Melodyne. Like it just was kind of in general a bit off key. And there were parts that I liked in the chorus. I think when you had some of those other layers in the background, like the first like sentence or two of the chorus kind of worked at times. But also I would say that like some of your backing vocals just didn't match tonally and just kind of threw things off. But the strongest parts were when there were more layers, right? How do I feel about this song? I'd give it a 3.
I agree about the guitar playing. I not to say that I think that you necessarily need to be like rocking out on this. I think that the simple strumming that you were doing works for the acoustic nature, but there were some parts where definitely you kind of like missed a note, and it was almost at the most imperfect timing because it was at the time where it's most obvious to hear because your vocals stopped. As far as the song itself, like whenever you did add the layers, like the background, da, da, like it was just way too loud. It was just like overpoweringly off key and loud. I think if you're gonna have like that background singing the layers, you need to turn them down. They can't be at the same volume as your lead. So that was a little bit distracting. And then performance wise, just some parts just felt a little bit sloppy in the performance because you had like that grungy alternative method of pronunciation. God damn it, I miss you. Like it doesn't work in an acoustic song unless it's like the acoustic version of an actual song is how I would phrase that. Like it just felt like you were going for a style vocally that didn't match the instrumental, if that makes sense. This could be better. I'm not saying it's bad. There's like pieces of it that I like about it, but then overall it just didn't all work together in the way that I wanted it to. So I'll give it a 3.5.
Who want to drink?
I missed you.
It did seem sort of inspired by Blink-182, the affectation.
Yeah.
To the
song. See, you knew what I was talking about.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Next up, Battle Scars by Alkadide. Welcome to the community. Oh, look. Sorry.
Seems I've lost my mind. Whoa. Yeah, it seems I've lost my mind. Can't keep track of time. Seems I've lost my mind. Fell into your life. Seems so far away. Take your fucking time. Take it. Not mine. Take my time. Don't waste your time. In my head, I've lost my mind. I took a couple pills, but I feel fine. Wasting my time, just getting high. Don't look for me, 'cause all you'll find. I don't wanna love myself no more. I don't like who I become. I don't wanna love you fucking more. I don't really want your love. In my head, I've lost my mind. I took a couple pills, but I feel fine. Wasting my time, just getting high. Don't look for me, 'cause all you'll find. I don't wanna love myself no more. Take your fucking time. Take it.
All right, this was Alkadide with Battle Scars. This is different. I don't think that I've ever heard autotune used on an alternative track. And if I have, I don't remember, but it's been a while. This is the first for me, I'll say. I think that two things really stand out to me. I think the drums could be a little bit more punchier. I wish the drums had a little bit more impact overall. And I don't know. It would take some getting used to the amount of auto tune, the tuning effects that you had on your vocals for this type of track. I don't necessarily want to say turn it off, but I definitely think turn down the repitch speed a whole bunch so that some of that raw emotion, especially in the screams, comes out a little bit more natural sounding. It's a learning curve adjustment, I'd say, from a listener, blending those two styles together. But I think overall you did a good job. I'm not mad at the output from it. Objectively, I'll still give it a 7. I just think that choice of the amount of tune kind of takes away more than it adds. So, it's a small fix of like just opening up the session and just tweaking it. This is obviously released already, but objectively, I'll say that it would make the listener have to adjust to what you're putting, which is fine. Be unique, be yourself. I'm just saying it's kind of jarring to listen to that much tuning on a guitar song like that, an alternative song. So I'm at a 7.
Yeah, that was going to be what I said too. I really like this. I love the screams. I love the guitar. I think this is very well done. I think the production itself screams like professional, but with that comes overproduction. And I think the overproduced part of it is the auto-tune on the vocals. And I just wish that it didn't have so much of that. And just from listening to it, it's kind of like T-Pain, right? T-Pain can actually sing, and he does the auto-tune to just make a specific sound. That's kind of the impression I got for this, is it sounds like you can actually sing and hit the notes that you want, and then you're just like, but I want it to sound this way. Well, I don't. I don't want it to sound that way. I wish it was more natural, and that's my feedback. I'd still give this an 8.5. I really like this, and it seems like such an easy fix to just go fucking back in there and say, I don't want to sound like a goddamn robot.
Unless you're appealing to the robot races, and and if that's the case, don't forget your boys here.
You know what? Well, at least right now, but the robot races in the future, who knows? But right now, we just pay them for their sex.
That's true.
And for their love.
Whoa.
Wait, what?
What? That's not how I expect
housekeeper. Yeah, the cleaning our house. Totally.
Yeah, gotcha.
I'm not banging the robot maid.
Not yet. All right. Next up, Pompeii by Two Wells. Got a video?
Okay. Noisy beat.
Put a politician on a crucifix and beg bougie bitch. She's got that Jolly Roger tramp stamp. She's odious, improved shit. Got Glocks on deck, got pounds, I bet she's dubious. She's got that padlocked heart in the bone to pick. She blows like Mount Vesuvius, Pompeii. And I got balls to break them, okay. And I got blood inside of my veins. So we got family, friends in the gang. We have guns instead of I am mud instead of mud. Reload hoes, my heart again. Solid golden Cartier. How could you ever out in the way? What's the path? We don't give a fuck. We got great aim in this pack. There's a 7 on our head. There's a 7 on our neck. There's a 7 in our eyes. See the vision and that's blessed. What the fuck is in your heart? What the fuck is in your meds? When your all's turning blue, you need to go and get some head. There's a heaven in my mind. There's a heaven in this red wine. Put it to the side. I was a bitch, made me cry. Wait, why? I don't need the liquor or a good vibe. Fingers on the triggers, need to go outside. What's the difference? Live a fiction till lives. Alright, wait, why? We're all steady falling through the void, through the pipeline. We're all steady working through the noise. We need a lifeline. Look at what I found. It's a toy, it's a pipe bomb. Look into the past and see a dreamer, but the light's gone. Trying to find the words, but the nerve was in a sad song. Hella boy movement, got movement when the lights off. Stuck up in a bucket, but that bucket was for Liza. tryna get up in it, but my business never lies. It put a politician on a crucifix, a bag of bougie bitch. She's got that Jolly Roger tramp stamp. She's studious and proof shit. Got Glocks on deck, got pounds, I bet she's dubious. She's got that padlock heart and a bone and big. She blows like Mount Vesuvius, Pompeii.
What up, Real 7? The only react.
That's true. This is actually kind of out of our core listening is rap. We normally only do Jamaican songs.
That was Pompeii by Two Wells. I like it. I mean, it's different. It's kind of like a lackadaisical approach to it. I think the one thing that it could have better, it could do better, is the vocals be a little bit more present. Sometimes it kind of got lost in trying to hear you over the beat. Video's a little quirky. I mean, you got a handful of scenes and you kind of just splice it together. You made it work. I would just say, get more shots next time, or, do different things to them. And, you got a fentanyl lean going on up the hill, little confusion dance, but it all kind of worked itself together. Like, I think the picture that I have of you as an artist, I don't have any questions. Like, okay, I can kind of see what style you have and I can appreciate that. But yeah, like I said, I think the vocals just need to be a little bit more present, and then I could appreciate it a little bit more. I give this a 7.5.
Yeah, I think this is a good intro song to who you are as an artist. I like it. It's bouncy. It's like there was moments in here where you had kind of that laid back delivery. And I think that's one of the things that we see either done really wrong or done really right. Is like sometimes people get way too relaxed and they're just mumbling bullshit. And it's like, no, I can tell you've like been able to do this style, and like every choice was very intentional with the delivery. So I like this. I think some interesting lyrics throughout. My big thing is like definitely doubling down on the video. Like it got a little monotonous as we keep on seeing the same shots. So definitely needs more shots or more time spent editing, right? You can use all of those same things, but then switching it up, reversing the color, like, adding in some green screen shit. Like there's a bunch of stuff you can do if you didn't have enough time to get more shots for some more interesting visuals. So for me, the video helped the song, but it also kind of hurt it in the way of like, I wish there was just more to it, and it made me feel a little bit more bored with the song than maybe I should. I'd be at a 8.5.
7 Dawn. Our queue is actually closed, and I see that you say your Discord isn't working. If you want to figure it out, you can get in our queue for our next show. But we typically just take submissions from our community. Otherwise, we'd be inundated with people who drop off links and then disappear. I don't know. What do you think, Bird?
I got time.
All right. Well, let's get through the official submissions first. Next up is Stardom by Cam Piper, and then we'll find your song and see what we think.
Yeah. I vote we get Real 7 in. It looks like maybe a music video, so that's also interesting. Or at least it's on YouTube.
All right. Here's Stardom Effects by Cam Piper.
This how it's supposed to sound. Real hip hop coming through your speaker. This how it's supposed to sound. Real hip hop coming through your speaker. This how it's supposed to sound. Real hip hop coming through your speaker. This how it's supposed to sound. Real hip hop coming through your speaker. Give me the mic and the pension while I cut it up to end the fry. Barbies to my track to ask me to come inside. Too busy in a sandbox building an enterprise. My vision's not intermittent, I'm doing this till I die. I turn the smoke around and smoke one cause I like to get high. My style eclectic and electric, it can make your bitch slide. I'ma calculate out Uber rates, you asking for the ride. And I'm not passing no auxiliary, I don't trust you with the vibe. And best beware, yo bitch can get blown like Kevin Ware. You know I'm only gon' hit it if that shit clapping like a snare right there. Like bitches fighting in Cookie Monster pajamas, I'm on top and pulling hair, won't stop until she there. Like Gatorade, I buy it out and then I go propel. I'm really in the sheets with the freak like Excel. I released all my leaks to see if they gon' sell, so y'all can peep on my beats. But if you see me, don't yell. This how it's supposed to sound. Real hip hop coming through. I'm white as hell. This how it's supposed to sound. See hot to the way that dance, gotta play goalie to the tail. This how it's supposed to sound. I went renew cause I like how they go in the retails. I'm buying the resale, some merges my details, but I'm hitting my email. I'm venomous with a sharp pay, the money fold like Sharpays. Rappers really got my nerves in the pitch like a sharp pain. Wait, she sucked it up, you'd have thought I had a hard day. I eat a celebrity rapper up, I'm known to star grace. Pull up in the big whip, turn it around, make them car gaze. Got the crowd jumping like we all hit a parlay. I'm a dog with the bitches in the spot like Tarjay. Talking drone class, man, I just might partake. Got that ass puckered up like something sour, one could call it tart cake. I eat it, la carte, it's all great. Rappers should get a C-section, they avoiding labor. My fit's so fly, it make you duck, check the taper. She like when her starburst, she sucking out but later. Taking drags while I tap ass, I come an hour later. And I'm not like these other rappers, man, I got a vision. The rest of y'all is useless as a non-bitch electrician. Be best if y'all went Ramadan and got one empty dishes. I promise y'all like Shaka come through fire, I'm gon' get it. Look at that outfit, know to make a rapper throw the towel quick. Drip on swirl, some days still plural on my outfits. Why you hold makeup like a clown? Birthday cake on his face, the teeth out rounded. Wouldn't hit it if you slipped me a 50, a ciggy, and a couple fucking ounces. I'm gone. This how it's supposed to sound. Real hip hop coming through, you speak up. This how it's supposed to sound. Real hip hop coming through, you speak up.
All right, that was
This how it's supposed to sound. Real hip hop coming through, you speak up. This how it's supposed to sound. Real hip hop coming through, you speak up.
My Cam Piper. What you think about that? D Bird.
I'll just say I loved it. I do have some notes, but just right off the bat, that was fucking dope. It actually sounded like he had a DJ, whether he did it himself or whether he has a DJ friend. It sounded like the DJ was actually making cuts on this versus just having an instrumental and then kind of rapping over that sample. To me, it sounded like this was actually, he made the song and then had the DJ cut, especially at least at the end. The delivery was dope. Like the way that you added inflections throughout to keep it super interesting. The flow was fucking fire. Love the beat, that old school boom bap. I think you crushed it. The big feedback here for me was the hook. I think you had layers in here, at least the second, when the chorus came around again, you kind of put your spin on it. And because of the tone of your voice, it was hard to hear over the sample. So I would almost say, like, I don't think you even necessarily need to have your parts in there on the hook. I think the sample is pretty strong as is. And like your verses are so strong. It was just the one kind of piece where I was like, man, I wish this was just a little different, only because it's hard. It's sort of hard to hear. I wasn't able to tell what you were saying. I don't know if Dice, could you understand the chorus?
Bits and pieces of it, but yeah, it was kind of clashing with the scratched background.
So you know what? I'm in a good mood. 10 is perfect, but I'm just, it filled me with joy. So I'm gonna give it a 9.5.
Yeah, I agree. I think you definitely have a great presence, smooth delivery, well polished. And I was going to say similar things. Like we have another artist on here who's kind of like boom bap bar heavy, but he never does hooks. And I was going to say, like, I can appreciate that even though you had the DJ scratched hook over it, you chose to like at least show like, hey, I do have the ability to show my musicality and put something on top of this hook rather than just letting the beat do all the work. So I do appreciate that you took an attempt at it. Just the clashing of the vocals made it hard to hear what you were doing versus like the scratching that was happening in the background. But like Bird said, outside of that, everything else was well done, very polished. If you can refine, maybe put I know Bird hates high pass filters, but put a filter or something on the beat in the hook. That way your vocals stand out, or do something to kind of shift it so that those things are clearly discerned. I think that would put it in the right spot. I'm the same. I'm at a 9.5 for this. And I'm gonna give it a gold star. Boom. Roasted. What up, Cognito official? Cognito, where you been at? Haven't heard from you in a while.
Cognito!
All right. Yeah, a little EQ would definitely do some magic there. I think that's all it is just, creating space there, and then it'll sound fine.
Yeah, and typically, just so you know how this show works, we usually just do one submission per artist. But if you want a tip, we can get you in again.
All right. Bird was okay with listening to Seven Dawn Regular Day, so let me fire this up real quick.
Yeah. Or you could always get in early for next week. We do this every Sunday at 8 a.m. Pacific. Just fucking going through the queue.
Yeah, queue should be up for next week's show. So if you want to drop it in there, you can certainly do that as well. All right, here's Seven Dawn Regular Day. Jamaican me crazy.
Does not look like safe driving. Although he's got the 10 and 2, so it's better than I do. That girl's dead if he has to stop quickly, though.
I think she's dead. Oh.
Like has a rated R.
Regular day, dog. Make a million day. Want cut me on me bar. Every youth up on the ground, them off the top benzene. They must have a spot to fear, but we don't see it. We don't really want the fame, bro. We want fees. On a paper TSR. Barefoot when the gears touch down. Grab a girl, another girl, and then me graph night on. When the feeling come round, ice pa my neck, I'm a tourist, I drown. Louis V, I never feel on. Cash in on me wallet, never make a pre-lawn. We not pre-lawn, spend it and reload. Money man a pre, we not care about connection. Rocking on my teens, me go throw down 1x1. Attention, she want affection. Rotation, many girl in a selection. Yeah. Let me tell you what I want, yeah. Why? Let me tell you about the baddest girl. Why? Let me tell you what I want, yeah. Why? Let me tell you about the baddest girl. Regular day, dog. Make a million day. Want cut me on me bar. Every youth up on the ground, them off the top benzene. They must have a spot to fear, but we don't see it. We don't really want the fame, bro. We want fees. On a paper TSR.
All right, that was Regular Day by Seven Dawn. Bird drive around with the top down with two scantily clad women.
I mean, feels risky.
Feels risky for sure.
Seatbelts, please, people. Seatbelts.
Reward.
I know. I mean, I'll just leave that there. Look, I think this song was very well done. It sounded very professional, very polished to me. I liked the beat. I'm just going to provide a couple small nitpicky things just because that's why we're here. I think the outro, too long. Like, I already saw Dice paused it, but there was like another 20 seconds. I think a nice fade out would be a perfect, a nice fade out would be perfect for this song. I mean, it's not even, it's like 2 minutes on the dot. So I think just, all right, we've got our moment, and then like slowly fading it out. Perfect. The only other thing I'd say, which, you know, kind of has nothing to do with the song, the rated R, the rated R on the cover photo.
Driving you crazy?
Maybe it's a personal thing for me. It's like maybe you see it sometimes with artists and you're like, okay, well, really, how rated R are we going to get? Like, oh, drug you? Like, it's not a, you know, it's not a horror movie here. You're like, I splashed her blood with my Jamaican knife and drank it. You know, it's like there's nothing here that you're saying that's like rated R. I don't think we need it. In fact, we probably don't need the parental advisory sticker either, because, you know, we're not Public Enemy and it's not 1996. So that would be my initial feedback, is just small nitpicks on the cover. I don't mind that these two women are risking their lives to be able to kiss you in a Ferrari. So, you know.
Corvette.
Word. You can tell I'm a car guy. The song itself, though, club ready. Banger. I don't really have anything to say bad about it. Like, it's a well put together song. I'll give this a 9.
Yeah, I wasn't really going to say anything about the cover artwork until Bird kind of mentioned the parental advisory. I mean, without seeing all of your exact lyrics, I didn't get the vibe that this even had any explicit content into it. And the reason I would then call that out is because there's different markets that will accept or reject music based on that, you know, explicit status. So it might give you more market to enter if it doesn't have explicit content on it, and, you know, you might be better off served removing those from your cover artwork to, you know, get broader audiences. As far as the song itself, like Bird said, it's polished. I would say the same thing that I said similar to the alternative song. I haven't listened to a lot of Jamaican music in recent years, but maybe this is kind of like the new wave, the new stylish. I'm not used to the amount of tune, the pitch correction on the vocals, but that said, it wasn't like as egregious as the other song that we heard, to the point to where I think that it was a detraction. I think I just questioned how it would sound with a little bit more natural vocals on it. But overall, you know, still well done, well put together, dance ready. I would give it an 8.5. All right. Well, that's our show. That's our community. Shout out to all the new followers we got. We do this every Sunday. So if you got tracks you want us to listen to, jump in the queue for our next show at wcr.world. Let me take a quick glance at the rankings, because with this, we keep track of everybody's scores, how we score people, and it gives people bragging rights in our community. So right now, Colt is on top of the 90-day leaderboard overall. And for the song wise, for the beats, looks like Noir is still reigning king, but Kenny is back. So we'll see what Kenny comes up with as he gets back in the groove of things here. So yeah, just a little cool thing about our community, just some bragging rights. So 7, if you get your Discord fix, you can be on this list too. You can then tell people your top 10 or whatever here on WCR. So it's a little something we do. But
I'd also say, shit, Cam Piper, you got some fucking bars, sir. Yeah, definitely interested to hear more music from you. And we got a lot of talent in our Discord. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what sort of music could come out if you start talking to people, seeing who vibes with your style.
Yeah, community full of artists, producers, engineers, musicians, so and gamers. I mean, I think people might gather today and play a game. I don't know. But yeah, join us on our community on our Discord, discord.gg/whitecollarrhymes. We'll be here every Sunday. So tune in next Sunday if you got more songs you want us to check out. And we'll see you guys on the flip side. Adios.